New cars, new regulations, new season. It's a new start. It can only be the Extreme Racing League. It is back for Season 7. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kenzie Retro, and welcome to a brand new season for the Extreme Racing League. This is the X1 tier, and we are live from the Sakhir International Circuit here in Bahrain. And joining me in the commentary box this season is, of course, the boss of the league himself, Mr. Cesar Lopez. Cesar, welcome along. Brand new season gets underway tonight.
There you are. I can hear you now. What's up?
Yeah, I say, brand new season gets underway tonight. How excited are we?
We are really excited. Hey, did you see the message I sent you on? Oh yeah, you got it. You got the stream ready, right?
Yes, stream's up, ready to go.
Thank you very much, man.
I just need someone to get me into the lobby.
Okay. Let me. Yeah. Ask Sola.
Right. So yeah, as you'll have probably noticed, folks, it's me streaming using the old school format that we have. No banners and everything else. But that being said, though, main reason for that is Caesar hasn't got the game yet, but unable to connect. Enable crossplay to join this session. What the heck?
Crossplay.
Hang on a second. Something.
Yeah, that's the main reason I haven't got the chance to get the game. But we'll do soon, guys, so we can have the cool instant replays and stuff back.
So yeah. Apparently, I need to enable crossplay on my end, so I need to work out how on earth I go about doing that. Right, game options. Let's try that. Settings. Bear with me, folks. There it is. Crossplay. There it is, folks. Crossplay enabled. Yes, as you can tell, folks, for the first time in this game franchise's history, crossplay is now available on all platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I mean, this is huge.
Yeah, this is like the most the biggest step F1 has taken.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's despite all the criticism that the game has had since the game launched. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the F1 Life thing, but that being said, there is so much going on as far as the new features that have been added to this game are concerned. Everything from the immersive or broadcasting for the formation lap, the timing of the pit stops as well, where if you time it wrong, you're more prone to making a mistake in the pit stop. But anyway.
Kenzie, how were your vacations for the new season? How were your vacations for the new season? Like, what did you do between last season and this season? It's been some time. We haven't talked.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll say it's just so I've just been keeping up to date with everything Formula 1 related, and oh my word, what a way to kick off silly season!
Yeah, right. With Piastri.
For those that have been living under a rock for the last week or so, huge way to kick off silly season, where Alpine announced that Oscar Piastri was going to be a full-time driver for them for the 2023 season. And then, like the next day, bearing in mind this was posted, that tweet was put out at about 5 p.m. UK time, which would have been around 2 a.m. over in Australia, which is really bizarre why they would do that and not take into account the fact that Oscar Piastri is from Australia. But Oscar then posts the next day saying that nothing was agreed between himself and Alpine, and that this is the big bombshell, folks. Piastri said that he will not be racing with Alpine next season, and that and there was a lot of stuff going about saying that he had some legal ties with McLaren. And that's thrown a huge spanner in the works that Daniel Ricciardo could be on his way out from McLaren, but at the end of the season, with Oscar Piastri replacing him. Piastri and Norris potentially being the lineup for the 2023 season. Alonso moving to Aston Martin, replacing Sebastian Vettel, who's retiring at the end of the season. It's been chaotic, to say the least, folks.
Yeah, it's been a very silly season.
Yes, and we're not even, and we're barely halfway through the summer break, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're just waiting on So we're just waiting on the So we're just waiting on a few people getting into the lobby, because it turns out they're having issues joining the lobby as well, because they need to have the crossplay enabled on their end, because the host, for some bizarre reason, has got the crossplay enabled on their end. So, not sure why that's the case, but
I thought the crossplay feature was going to be added like mid-season or something from this game, you know? Like
yeah,
December.
I would have thought that as well, but they've not. I'll say this: for all this game's faults, they're not wasting any time getting the cross-platform, getting the crossplay into the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So as I said, Caesar hasn't got the game yet, but hopefully it shouldn't be too long before that gets rectified.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably going to be soon. Just having some issues at the moment, so yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So it's gonna be a full season, folks. We're just gonna get the calendar up and running, and I'll say this right now, folks. All going well, I should be able to get a new laptop on my end.
Oh, really?
In the next few weeks, which means potentially it could mean that I'll be streaming. It could mean that it'll be down to me to stream the X1 races on my end. Yeah, I'll get all that sorted with Caesar off camera, getting the banners and everything else sent my way, so I can get them up and running. So, it's a 23 race calendar, and it's going to be following the official F1 calendar. We don't have Portimao added to the calendar at the moment, but that could all change in due course. But we'll worry about that later down the road. So we've got 16 drivers with us this evening for the first round of the championship. So we'll see what happens, and it's and even though it's just going to be soft tyres only for qualifying, it'll still be the full qualifying. 18 minutes for the first session, 15 for the second session, and 12 minutes for the pole position shootout. We are, of course, as always, sponsored by our good friends over at Anti-3D CD Keys and the Driver 61 Sim Academy. And regarding CD Keys, I'll get into them before the race starts. And my goodness me, there's a lot of tasty treats for the daily deals today, especially. And one of those daily deals happens to be well, actually, I'm feeling generous tonight. I'm gonna give you 2 recommendations this week, since it's the season opener.
Yeah, it's season opener. Let's do 2.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. So, let's quickly go through the lineup for this evening. You've got Waldo in the Haas, Wise in the Aston Martin, Mon in the AlphaTauri, Jacob, BRT Jacob in the Red Bull, Liam Hardman in the Alpine, E.T. Andrea in the Williams, CVT Mask in the Aston Martin, Jabus John in the Alfa Romeo, getting promoted. I was about to say he got promoted from X2. He's still driving in X2, but he's reserving in X1 right now. Matrix in the Haas, Scalar Sugar, I believe, making his debut this evening in the McLaren. XRL Young in the Alfa Romeo, Young Maneuver that is. Elfin Starfish, our defending champion in the Mercedes. Ryan Hurricane in the McLaren. Trap Hollows in the Ferrari. RRT Ginge, promoted to a full-time seat this season in the Alpine. And you've got Sasha in the Williams.
It's going to be a very interesting season, this one, because it's going to be a long season, not a short season. So mistakes can be turned back, you know.
Yes, and it's but at the end of the day, regardless of how long a season is, consistency is key.
Consistency is key
in terms of winning, in terms of going for a championship. But that being said, though, anything can happen, and it usually does. So there's 16 drivers in, so we're only going to be losing one driver in this first part of qualifying.
Yep.
So
going to be a very interesting first part. What do you think about the new game, Kenzie? Have you been some time in the wheel? Like, have you driven some time now?
I have been spending a fair bit of time, especially over the last couple of weeks now, especially with a couple of other leagues that have that got started just this week. In fact, I put a bit of practice in during the pre-season, and oh my word, the traction is the lack of traction, I should say. If you've got it down on like medium or no traction, it is so unforgiving this year, like, compared to the previous game.
Pretty much like, I believe it was 2019 game or 2020 game, I don't remember. Like, medium traction was pretty much no traction at all.
Yeah, that's that's legitimately what medium traction feels like. I mean, it is a lot more easier to spin the car if you put the power down too early.
Cool. So we're going to be watching a lot more spins than last season.
Possibly, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Matrix coming up towards that double apex right-hander, turns 9 and 10 onto the third of this circuit's DRS straights.
This section there, and then the downhill, like you need to it's a very good spot to lock up your brakes, you know.
Yeah. Matrix lifting slightly through turn 12. But now coming down the back straight towards the last couple of corners, 14 and 15 corners round this track. Round the last corner, DRS open, first lap of the new season, and it's a 1:29.376. We've got Trap Hollows in the Ferrari, following suit at 29.5 to kick off proceedings for him. Yeah, let's go on. Let's go on board with Elfin Starfish, our defending champion, as we go for a lap round this track. Wise, first man into the 128 as Starfish breaks down to about 45 for turn 1. And as you can see there, he's very gentle with the throttle application. Otherwise, especially through a section like that, you're gonna end up spinning the car. About 70 miles an hour through turn 4. Got to be careful with track limits round here.
Yeah.
Now through this section, 5, 6, and 7. About 135 miles an hour on the exit of turn 7. Wide entry into turn 8, about 55 miles an hour. A little bit twitchy there. Andrea, 28.837, just under a tenth quicker than Wise. DRS open. It's very... We'll see what he's been able to pull out of the bag. Now, of course, with him being a defending champion, not only is there going to be a huge target on his back, but there's also but on paper there's going to be a bit more pressure on his shoulders.
Yeah, and we've had some very interesting teams this season. The championship.
Interesting
lineups. It's very difficult. Yeah, exactly. It's very difficult to predict a champion right now.
Yeah, but here we go. Starfish, 2/10 off the fastest time, but he goes third with a 29.073. It's a good starting point for him. Scalar Sugar, meanwhile, getting his lap done. I mean, on paper, looking at his helmet, it looks simple. Oh, and there we go, and there's the spin. There's the spinning I was talking about earlier. I think he had a bit too much power through turn 12 there, and turn 12 is notorious for causing cars to start spinning. Now that's his lap out. That's his lap done and dusted. Let's see what his teammate can do. Ryan Hurricane. It's but yeah, I mean, since the last race we had in XRL at the end of last season, and well, tonight we've had some amazing moments from the actual Formula One over the course of the summer. So far, everything from Mick Schumacher finally scoring points for the first time, and on top of that, I mean, just Crofty does get a lot of flack when he's commentating, but then you get those moments akin to that of "Here comes Sebastian Vettel," but in this case, through goes Hamilton, and the roar from the crowd at that moment, just goosebumps, absolutely phenomenal. As I like I say, Crofty does get a lot of flack with his commentary, but then you get moments like that, and you just like, this is why I love watching this sport. Jacob, meanwhile, he goes top of the timesheets right now with a 28.682. But an 80-point deficit between Verstappen and Leclerc. Do you think Leclerc can claw it back?
It's doable. It's definitely doable. But I'm not sure.
On a mathematical front, yeah. But we got.
Red Bull needs to make a lot of mistakes to do that.
Yeah, but we need to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
What is going on with Ferrari and their strategies?
Oh, I was listening to one part of it. I believe it was a TikTok from the WTF1 about saying if Mercedes had Ferrari's car, they would be champions this year, constructors champions this year.
Yeah.
Because Mercedes has been making the right calls on the strategy side, but they don't have the car.
Yeah.
Ferrari's strategy is their worst enemy.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, Ferrari team are their own worst enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
At times.
And some like rookie mistakes from Charles that we shouldn't be seeing. He's not a rookie anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that spin at
France.
France, yeah, and just
we shouldn't be seeing that, Kenzie. It's not his rookie year or the year before, after, I mean, and
no,
you know?
That's it. No, his rookie season was 4 or 5 seasons ago, back in 2018.
Yeah, exactly. That's when he needed to make those mistakes, not now.
Yeah. But I'll say regarding Ferrari's strategy, the biggest issue that had to be addressed was bringing Leclerc in and putting him onto hards instead of, I don't know, softs for the end of the race.
Yeah. And what about the fact that Mercedes is only 30 points behind Ferrari right now in the constructors?
Yeah, and a lot of that is down to Ferrari making mistake after mistake after mistake.
So how can you have the best car in the grid and drop 2 places in the constructors? All because of
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's honestly baffling how one manages that.
They have only dropped one position right now, but if they continue with this
that's the Red Bull, granted, and a lot of that's down to Max Verstappen, reliability issues at the start of the season aside.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've seen a few TikToks as well where if it somehow comes to fruition, it will be the mother of all comebacks. Now that the whole the floorboard flexing thingamajig, now that that's been sorted by the FIA and they're going to be more stringent on those.
Yeah.
Hamilton fans are speculating that, call me an optimist, that Hamilton could somehow pull off the mother of all comebacks and win his 8th title by the end of the season.
I'm not sure.
I'll say that's being very optimistic, folks. That's being very, very optimistic. But
yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
It's doable. You know, mathematically, it's doable.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you would now Red Bull has not have a very reliability issue, like a big one. So we're still waiting for that streak of reliability issues from Red Bull. To be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Wise, Starfish, and Gingle retiring from the session. They're happy with their times. Frisdy, a former X1 champion as well. He's in as well. He is Starfish's teammate for this season. And oh dear, hang on. Oh, Sasha's gone. That's Sasha.
Oh.
Sasha. What on earth happened there? That's halfway down the second DRS straight. So yeah, there's his car. There's his car. He must have put it into the wall. How did he manage that?
Sasha. This is just Q1. It's going to be painful for him.
Yeah. And the thing that's really concerning is the fact that Sasha was a championship contender for the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about Charles Leclerc's rookie mistakes. That's a rookie mistake from Sasha.
Yeah, I didn't have the chance to get to see what happened there, but if that was a spin on the throttle application, it was probably a rookie mistake from Sasha there. If not, let us know, Sasha, if you're here in the chat, what happened.
Yeah, Frisdy now. Let's see what he can pull out of the bag. He's a bit more cautious on the throttle there compared to his teammate. But thankfully, unlike the actual Formula 1, we don't have to worry about seeing all the porpoising, which was a major issue for a lot of the teams in the early stages of the season.
Yeah, now they don't have that big porpoising, right?
Well, it's not as big an issue as it was at the start of the season.
Yeah, imagine doing that, like with that G-force and stuff. That should have been painful.
Oh, it was very painful for Hamilton in particular, around Baku especially.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that in Baku. It was really painful for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Frisbee just got a couple of corners to go now. There's turn 14. Turn 15 just there. DRS wide open. He's got a 28.6 to beat. And he beats it. He beats it relatively comfortably with a 28.4. Putting him top of the timesheets. So very, very well played for him there. So here we go. Let's see. See if we can get anybody that's on a hot lap right now. That was Scale of Sugar. And oh, Andrea! There's his car. Oh my word, he's put it into the wall as well. And that means Andrea is going to be out of qualifying.
Oof. Andrea, another fast driver, very fast driver. It's going to be interesting how they come back. The problem on X1 is it's very difficult to get positions on track.
Yeah, especially taking into account the fact that the tyre wear is a lot more aggressive this year compared to last year's game.
Yeah, exactly.
And as a result, because of how aggressive the tyre wear is in this year's game, it also means, as the checkered flag drops, it also means that using softs in a race is it's not an option.
Really?
Because I mean, around this track in particular, you're lucky. You're gonna be lucky if you can get like 5-6 good laps out of them before they start falling off the cliff.
Oh, it's that bad. I didn't thought it was that bad.
Yeah. That's how aggressive the tyre wear is in this year's game. Did Mon make it through? Yes, he did. He go through to P14, and that has knocked Jeebus John out of Q1. There we are, Frisbee, top of the timesheets. Jacob, Liam, Wise, Starfish, Ginge, Hurricane, Trap Paulos, Matrix, Waldo, Scale of Sugar, CVT Mask, Young, and Mon. There is Andrea, John, and Sasha eliminated from Q1. Safe to say we were not expecting the likes of Andrea and Sasha to be knocked out at this early stage in qualifying.
Yeah, we were not expecting that, to be honest.
One of the key things to remember this year is that you don't need to worry about what tyre to start on, because it's...
Oh, that's true.
Because it's only
I forget that.
It's only soft tyres that you've got in the whole of qualifying, so everybody gets free tyre choice. Of course, one of the other things to take into account as well is the addition in the game of the sprint qualifying. But as it stands, we're not going to be using the sprint qualifying.
Yeah, we will not be doing that for the moment.
So in this second part of qualifying, we're just going to be losing 4 drivers from this second part of qualifying. Ginge, the first to cross the line to get a lap started.
Ginge, who was a driver that surprised us last season.
Yeah, I say he was only reserving last season, but even then, he was so consistent with his race results that it was only a matter of time before he got a full-time seat in X1, and here he is. I'll say just the whole of the summer in general, especially through July and August right now, it's been a very busy summer of sport, not just with the Formula 1, but we also had the Women's Euros. A big congratulations to all of us in the XRL, to the Lionesses for their win against Germany in the final just a couple of weeks ago. We also had the Commonwealth Games. We also had the Commonwealth Games at the tail end of July. We've now got the European Championships ongoing as well, and the athletics portion of the European Championships, which I'll be keeping a keen eye on as Ginge crosses the line with a 1:29.225. The athletics portion of the European Championships in Munich gets underway tomorrow, so I'll be keeping a keen eye on the athletics in particular. I mean, with me doing athletics, why wouldn't I keep up with the athletics? Hurricane with a 30.1, and Trap Polos into the 28s, a 28.923. I think we could potentially see the pole position time being in the low 27s. We're still dealing with some connection issues at the moment with a couple of the drivers, but hopefully it shouldn't impact them too much.
What do you think about the new cars, Kenzie?
Oh.
We've seen some very close racing.
Oh, definitely, and that's one of the key things the regulations have. The new regulations have definitely helped with getting the closer racing.
Yeah, exactly. But they feel, in my opinion, I think they look better than the last ones. I'm not sure. I like this the most, like the curves and all in the like the curvy rear wing and stuff.
Yeah, the rear wing,
Yeah.
the ground effect, and the
Yeah.
and this is the interesting. And oh, hello, Jacob. Where did that come from? A 28.267.
Oh.
Okay. I know we're only like midway through qualifying, but I think Jacob's gonna be a hot favourite to get pole position today, because the scoring system hasn't changed from. So the scoring system hasn't changed. Scoring system hasn't changed since we started using it, but it'll be the traditional scoring system: 25, 18, 15, 12, etc. A bonus point for pole position, and with the fastest lap being in broadcast, there's the possibility of the fastest lap being glitched. So at the moment I'm not sure what's happening as far as the fastest lap points are concerned, because we normally have a point for the fastest lap inside and outside the top 10. But as it stands, I'm not sure what's happening as far as the fastest lap point is concerned at the moment.
Okay.
Matrix, meanwhile, 29.109. That puts him fourth at the moment.
What prediction can we do today? Let's bring back predictions. What can we do?
Ah, yes, predictions.
What can we do for this? The good old safety car.
Ah, the lap 1 safety car.
that good old one, or should we do another one? Like I'm not sure. Big incidents in lap 1 or not? What do you have in mind?
Will pole position take the race win?
Oh,
There's
like
a juicy,
one.
There's a juicy one for you folks. Once we get the...
Let me get it up.
Jacob going for another lap. Is he going to try and get into the 27s? Interesting if he can pull that one off. Starfish and Wise retiring from the session, happy with their times. Waldo still to set a lap time. Mask, Frisbee and Scaler as well also still need to set a lap time. So there you go, there's your poll, folks. Will the pole position get the race win? So I've been keeping this a bit under wraps as far as the off season is concerned, because for those that have known me long enough, especially in the XRL community, as far as Waldo comes across the line with a 128.7, that puts him second at the moment. I was racing in Dev League for the last couple of seasons, but as of tonight, I'm gonna be racing in X2 again. I'm gonna be back in X2 for the first time in quite some time.
X2?
Yep.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
What are you excited for that? So you're racing tonight?
Well, I'll say I've said it before, and I've said it before, especially when it's the first race of the season. I'll say it again. There's always that special buzz around the first race of the season.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah. I'm definitely excited about getting my X2 campaign underway.
I wish you all the luck, man.
Yeah, much appreciated. And you guys are going to have the pleasure of having Zola as one of your commentators for X2 this evening, and you can tune in from 8 p.m. UK time on this channel.
Oh.
If you want to get some more XRL action. If you haven't had a chance to yet, you can check out the Dev League race that we had yesterday, which is also up on our XRL YouTube channel as well.
Oh.
So we're going to be keeping you entertained over the course of this season, as we always do. You've got the Dev League on the Saturday. There's no confirmed return date yet for the realistic league.
Okay.
That's it, but we'll definitely keep you posted regarding that. Few drivers yet to come out and make get their time set. CVT, Frisbee, and Scalar Sugar, they, to our knowledge, have been dealing with connection issues and have not been able to get back into the lobby.
Connection issues.
Yeah. So there we go. Check flag now out, and that's CVT, Frisbee, Scalar, And at the moment, Young in the drop zone. And Young gets himself out of the drop zone. And Mon is significantly down on his lap time, so I don't think he's going to be... Yeah. As I say, Starfish has just informed us that that Frisdy is having some Wi-Fi issues.
Oh.
That his Wi-Fi isn't working.
That's bad.
Just gonna see. See, everyone is right. Right, so there we go. Established. So there we go. That's that. Mon, CVT, Frisdy, and Scalar all out. I say CVT, Frisdy, and Scalar, though, they've circumstances out with their control, which is a real shame for them. I say Mon eliminated as well, so that brings us down to just the 10. Jacob, Waldo, Starfish, Wise, Trap Paulos, Liam, Matrix, Ginge, Hurricane, and Young. As you can see there from the Q2 times, Jacob half a second quicker than anybody so far. So you got to think he's a hot favourite for not just pole position, but potentially, if he plays his cards right, the race win tonight.
It's going to be a very interesting season. I keep repeating that in my mind.
Yeah, there's definitely no denying that.
I would love to see some comebacks from drivers, like old school drivers, you know.
Ah, yes.
Now that Frisdy has more, like he had some issues before, remember?
Yeah.
In the season, so that's why he got two back in the championship.
Yeah.
If he does better this time, he will definitely be one of the contenders.
Absolutely. So now it's on to the pole position shootout.
Yep.
Who is gonna...
Pole position shootout.
Yes. Do you think we'll see a 27?
Sorry, what? If I think we're going to be seeing a 27?
Yeah. Do you think we'll see a 127 for pole position?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. For those watching the stream right now, folks, do you guys think we'll see a 127 for pole? Matrix, the only driver in the pits.
Like they're close, but I'm not sure if that like are they really close? Let me see. Oh, no time set yet. Okay.
Well, the fastest time we've seen so far in the whole of qualifying was that 28.2 from Jacob in Q2.
They're close. Yeah, they're really close. And with the rubber that's now in the truck, it's doable.
Exactly. There's going to be a lot more grip. So Liam and Ginge will be the first drivers to set their lap times. Not quite close enough to each other to try and help each other with the tow at the moment. Matrix now on an out lap. Liam coming through turns 11 and 12, and then he goes spinning.
Oh.
And there goes his teammate. Is he going to make the same mistake through turn 12? Whoa! That was brave. That was brave keeping the throttle down. Small twitch of oversteer. Small twitch of oversteer on the exit. Is that going to impact his time in any way?
Hopefully he doesn't get...
And that's a 28.8 for Ginge. Here comes Starfish. What could he pull out of the bag? 28.7. We've got an Aston Martin coming. Who is it? It's Wise, and he's got a 28.3. But here comes Jacob. That 28.3 to beat. 28.013. We're going to see a 27.
Yeah,
we're going to see a 27. I'm calling it right now. We're going to see a 27.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing a 27.
This is going to be when, not if that happens. Trap Polos about to cross the line now. 29.004. That puts him 5th. Here comes Young Maneuver. Hurricane in the pits. 29.5. And that puts him 6th. Waldo still needs to get a competitive lap time on the board. So yeah, Waldo is definitely going for it. Let's see what he can pull out of the bag. So here we go. That time's going to put him into... He's about 7 seconds up there. That's going to put him into the 130s, potentially into the 29s if he plays his cards right. Just a couple of corners to go now. His teammate, meanwhile, is coming up towards turns 10 and 11. And Waldo abandons the lap. And oh dear, Matrix has gone spinning. Same corner as Liam.
Matrix is another driver that I think he can surprise us this season.
Yeah, I say he did have some pretty strong performances over the course of last season.
Yeah. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Righty-ho. And of course, last time out in Bahrain, it was Starfish that took the race win. It was Starfish that took the win. Liam about to cross the line now. What's he going to set? 28.6. That puts him third. That's a very strong lap from Liam.
I'm back, sorry.
So as it stands, it is Jacob, Wise, Liam, Starfish, Ginge, Trap Paulos, Matrix, Young, Waldo, and Hurricane. That's how it stands at the moment.
And we're still waiting for the 27.
We still haven't got that 27 yet. But there's still time. There's about 3.5 minutes to go. Waldo about to have another crack at the... Waldo having another crack of the whip. And oh, that's a massive hammer blow for Frisdy. His teammate has just informed us that Frisdy's Wi-Fi has gone completely.
Oh.
That is a massive hammer blow.
That's a massive, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a massive hammer blow for him in the first race of the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Liam retires from the session. He's happy with his time. He'll start third at best. Young retires from the session as well. Trap Paulos, he goes third, 28.4. A few drivers on outlaps at the moment. Waldo having one last shot to try and improve his lap time. At the moment, he's starting 9th.
Okay. I'm back, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be Wise that'll be first to cross the line. Out of those that are on outlaps at the moment, Jacob, Wise, Starfish, and Hurricane. Jacob just getting out of the way. Still got plenty of time. There you go. You've got less than a minute to get to the start-finish line. To start your lap, and there we go. That's 8 seconds. That could put Waldo into the 29s. Matrix retires. He's happy with his time. What can Waldo do? A DRS wide open and across the line. That's a 1:28.660. That puts him 4th. Let's see what Wise can do. He's a few hundredths up at the moment as he comes around turn 8. Jacob, Hurricane and Starfish have all crossed the line to start their lap. This is all or nothing now. Trap Paulos retires from the session. He's happy with his time. He'll be starting 3rd at best. Liam will be starting 5th at best, 7th at worst. Checkered flag is now out. No more mistakes here. What can Wise pull out of the bag here? He is 3/10 up. We could see a 27 here. He could knock Jacob off pole. But we need to see what Jacob is doing at the moment. We'll see what Jacob's doing in there just a moment. Wise, round the last corner, across the line. Is he going to throw a spanner in the works? No, he's not! No, he is not! Less than 200ths!
Kenzie, I'll be right back, okay? Yes,
Okay.
I need to listen to you real quick.
That's fine. Jacob at the moment is going to stay on pole. Hurricane 29.2, only good enough for 9th. Jacob slightly down on his time. Are we going to see a 27? Round the last corner. Is he going to manage it? No, he isn't! He's not going to get that 27. Starfish 28-2. And Waldo abandons his lap. Jacob, first pole of the season. Here we are, Jacob on pole by less than 200ths. Wise alongside him on the front row. Starfish, Trap, Waldo, Liam, Ginge, Matrix, Hurricane, and Young. That is it. So that is your top 10. So while we're waiting to get underway, we're going to be getting a quick word from our sponsors. So it looks like we're going to be having a lobby restart by the looks of it. Yep, it's a lobby restart. So we're going to be having a lobby restart. So apologies for this, folks. We've had some technical issues, but we hopefully should be able to get them sorted soon. Right, there we go.
I already cleared my audio.
So we've had a lobby restart because we had a couple of people that ended up disconnecting, and they weren't able to get back into the lobby. And as a result, it meant that it was going to be the AI cars that we would have to end up having to endure. But anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Kenzie, tell us about your experience on F1 Live and the new, the clothing system, and have you checked that? The supercars.
That yes. It's well, I do have all the supercars now. Yes.
All of them?
Yep.
Is it difficult to get them, or?
Not really. No, it's not really that difficult in the grand scheme of things.
Okay. So what about the customization and clothing and stuff?
I do like that. I do like that. Yes. It definitely feels like it gives your driver a more personal touch, if you will.
Yeah, that's true. But it's pretty cosmetic, right?
Yeah, it's only cosmetic, thankfully.
Okay.
But anyway, while we're waiting for everybody to start readying up and getting back into the lobby and getting started, this gives us a chance to quickly go through our sponsors. ANSI 3D, and they've got a lot of things from your Logitech wheels to a PC sequential shifter, a mini button box. So not sure how that could work. There's also in here there's a paddle shifter so that's just an attachment mod, and of course you've got your 3D F1 track art as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've got a lot of circuits to choose from. You've got Yas Marina, and this is the old layout. Bearing in mind, folks, you've got Albert Park, Austria, Belgium, Silverstone, Monza, Japan, and Netherlands, Kota, and Vietnam as well, among others.
Yep.
So you've got all that as well. But that's not all they do. They also have shirts, hoodies, and caps as well. If you want to get those, they even have. And they've even got the XRL Anti 3D Esports iRacing shirts in stock as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. On top, they've also got a Nürburgring Tri-Blend shirt as well, where you've got the Anti 3D logo on the inside of the Nürburgring Nordschleife as well. So you've got that as well. The Driver 61 Sim Academy, that's where you can get help with optimizing your setup, optimizing your racing line, whatever you need help with for your sim racing, be it for Assetto Corsa iRacing, F1 or Forza Motorsport. The Driver 61 Sim Academy, they've got you covered on that one. That's driver61.com. The ANSI 3D, that's ANSE3D.com as well. And now on to CD keys. Now, I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can. So not including the deals they've got for the Game Pass Ultimate. You got 50% off 1 month of Game Pass Ultimate, or 39% off 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate, and that covers both Xbox and PC as well, where you can access the entire Game Pass library, and EA Play is included in there as well, so you can access the EA catalog as well, which includes the Mass Effect series and and also and in particular the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is a remaster of the original Mass Effect trilogy. If you guys are fans of the Mass Effect series, cannot recommend the Legendary Edition enough. There's a couple of pre-orders in here as well. One of them being 33% off FIFA 23 on PC, 76% off FIFA 22 right now. There's a PC port of the Spider-Man Remastered, which is the remastered port of the Spider-Man game that came out on their PS4. That's got 20% off right now on PC. So updated visuals, as well as all the DLC as well. 55% off Football Manager 2022, and with crossplay enabled, now is probably the best time for you to get involved with the F1 community, because there's 36% off F1 22 on PC right now. And one of the deals in here is my first of two recommendations this week, and that being a surefire contender for Game of the Year, Horizon 2 Forbidden West on PlayStation, 37% off right now. It's also on sale in the summer sale on the PlayStation Store, but if you're wanting to save in it a few extra pennies, you can get it cheaper on the CD Key store. It's the sequel to the critically acclaimed and award-winning Horizon Zero Dawn, where you've got this thing called the Blight, which is affecting the life in the Horizon universe, and there are sky mounts as well.
Ooh.
You can mount the flying machines as well, which is really cool. You've got the Glint Hawks and the Sunwings. You can mount those as well once you've got the override for those creatures as well. So I say that's 37% off right now on their PlayStation. If you guys are wanting to give that a go. This second recommendation is 38% off F1 Manager 22. So that's my second recommendation of the week, folks. Yeah. This comes out in just a couple of weeks' time, and I could not be more excited to give this a go. It's from the same publishers, Frontier Developments. It's the same team that did the Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah. Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoon as well.
I believe too. Elite Dangerous. That's space game. That's a really good one too.
Elite Dangerous, I've heard a lot of good things about as well. So yeah, I say this one's a pre-order right now on CD Keys, but I say if you want to get it right now, you can get it for the Steam platform at 38% off right now. So that's your recommendations this week from me: Horizon 2 Forbidden West and F1 Manager 22.
Yeah, F1 Manager, that was a must there.
Yeah.
I was playing the F1 Manager mod of the
Motorsport Manager.
Of Motorsport Manager, yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I love Motorsport Manager. I just checked over the last couple of days how many hours I've actually clocked on just Motorsport Manager alone. So I'm just going to try and get it up just now. This might come as a huge shock to the system, folks, so bear with me. I've clocked in nearly 400 hours on Motorsport Manager alone. So yeah, I've put a lot of time into Motorsport Manager, as you can tell.
That's something, man.
Yeah. So here we go.
Ready?
It's almost time for the first race of the season. All the pre-season talk, and it all comes down to this.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out.
Interestingly there, Scalar Sugar, the only driver to start on the softs. Looks like they're going to try and make up as much ground as they can.
And P13, that's to be fair. So Fraser is not going to be racing today, right? Because of his
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I say that's a real shame for him. So yeah, you've got the one stop there, which is the optimum strategy. Softs to hards or mediums to hards are the optimum strategy according to Pirelli. But we'll see what happens. 16 magnificent machines about to get started for the first race of the season. Here come the lights. And for the first time this season, it's lights out and it's race time here at Bahrain. Ginge already up to a good start. Starfish having a good start as well. He's side by side with Jacob heading up to turn 1. But Jacob going to take the lead, keep the lead for the time being. Trap Paulus, meanwhile, trying to get himself into 3rd place. And he's through with ease. And as they cause the Aston Martin to go spinning, it has! Ooh. Trap Paulus and Wise, they've lost a lot of positions and a lot of time in the process. One of the marker boards taken out in the process. Wise got caught up in it all as well, and oh, he's beached! He's beached! He's beached on the gravel, he can't get going! So that's going to be Wise out of the race, he can't get going!
Wait, that's something that happens now?
Yeah!
I didn't know that.
Wise is beached on the gravel! And there we go, oh! Okay, so there we go. Reset to track, is that allowed?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
But the thing you got to take into account there is the fact that he was beached and he didn't have anywhere to go. He couldn't go forward, he couldn't go backwards.
But the beaching is now something that works in the game? Or was that a bug?
I'm not sure if it was a bug or not, but on a couple of other circuits, I've seen drivers get caught on the high curbs, and there we go. There's the glitched fastest lap. So fastest lap ain't gonna count. And oh my, what are you? Oh my, what on earth? John and Sasha already out, and it's not even the end of lap 1. And that's a full safety car. And I think Trap Paulo's got caught up in it as well. Does he have any damage though? That's the problem. Does Trap have any damage? It's a full safety car regardless. Not the way the season... Not the way they would have wanted the season to get started. With 2 retirements already. And that has put a massive spanner in the works for those that are on the hards. That being Matrix, Mon, Liam, and Young. But for Scalar Sugar, meanwhile, he can now get rid of those softs. Is anybody going to come in? that is huge. No, Scaler stays out. That's interesting. That's brave that he's elected to stay out. We had a delayed start because of there's a couple of technical issues. Frisdy unable to take the start because his Wi-Fi just stopped working on him completely. John and Sasha out of the race already.
Okay. Well, this is weird. Like, it says yellows on sector 1, sector 2, and sector 3, but now it's a safety car, right? So
it is definitely a safety car.
Why is it not saying safety car? Is that a glitch or something? Or that's irregular now?
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
It won't take long.
So Hurricane, interestingly, he's come in. Did he have any damage? Oh, double. Did Hurricane have any damage? He's gone onto the hards. No, he's elected to. No, he's elected to just pit for the hards. That's strange. Why has he done that? So safety car should be coming in at the end of this lap. So here we go. Green flag and we're back underway. Waldo in the pits now. Young's gone! What on earth? I've only just spotted that Young's out of the race. That's both Alfa Romeos gone. They will score nil points today. It's a front wing change for Waldo. That's a real shame. Andrea, meanwhile... I mean, look where he started. Look where Andrea started. He started P15 and he's now all the way up into P4. Andrea is a man on a mission. Into lap 6, 29, 50% race distance here. Scale of Sugar, he's doing well. He's up into 8 so far. No DRS for 2 laps after a safety car restart. Andrea, meanwhile, he's right on the back, and oh, Wise, oh, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's the first penalty of the season. So you're looking at about 24 to 25 seconds. For making a pit stop here and maintaining position on track. Ginger and Andrea battling over 3rd place. Waldo's had a spin. That's why there's yellow flags. A great battle. It should be able to be a great battle so far. Here we go, and oh, starfish! What on earth? Ginge, meanwhile, he gets 2nd place. That is a real shame there for Starfish. I'll say it's also not the way Alfa Romeo wanted to start their season off. A little further back, you've got Starfish trying to keep Matrix and Liam behind him. Scalar Sugar, he's had a moment. He's dropped a lot of positions as a result. Let's go back to this battle. Three-way battle for 4th place at the moment. Lap 10. Third of the way through the race already. Tom really has flown in. Yellow flags. It's Waldo and Hurricane. Hurricane back down to 13th. There's yellow flags again. Scalar in the pits. Going for a set of mediums. 19 laps on mediums. That's a huge ask. That is a big ask. Pulls it off though. If he pulls it off, hats off to him. Ginge and Andrea. Right on the back of each other meanwhile. A very, very tight battle here between Andrea and Ginge for second place. Can Andrea make anything of it? He's getting closer all the time. DRS open, not using his battery, interestingly. Neither's Ginge. They're trying to save the battery. Andrea into second place. Andrea keeping second place for the time being. Trapalo's in the pits. Rosetta Hards should get him to the end of the race. Interesting to see how this plays out. Dolphin Starfish, meanwhile, he's joining in on the fray. He wants a piece of the action. Ginge trying to find a way past. It's not happening in... It's not going to be happening anytime soon. Starfish right on the back now. There's no separating these two, soon to be these three. Starfish not using his DRS, interestingly. Not sure why. What do you have to do to separate these three right now? There he goes. Oh, it's going to be a pistol race. Oh! Okay. That was a bit naughty from Ginge. That was a bit naughty. It looks like he was going to go into the pits, but oh no, he had to do the dummy.
I'm back, man.
And now it's back. So back down to just 2 battling for second place. And that being Ginge and Starfish. Ginge a little bit naughty.
You know what? You can see I've been seeing more use of the hard tire now in this game. Last year's game, yeah. you wanted to get out, like you don't want to be anywhere near the hard tires, and now people are actually using them.
Yeah, because they don't really have much of a choice in the matter. Because as I mentioned during qualifying, the tire wear is a lot more aggressive in this year's game. Ginge and Starfish coming in now. Now it's down to Matrix and Liam. Bearing in mind, Liam and Matrix haven't pitted yet. Ginge manages to stay ahead of Starfish for the time being. There we go, here comes Matrix on the inside of turn 4. Liam going to try and defend on the outside. And Liam keeps second place for the time being. So how long is it going to be before Liam and Matrix decide to come in? Taking into account they're going to lose about 24 seconds making their pit stop.
Yeah, it's some time, yeah. Everyone, Matrix has already pitted? No, yeah? Oh, yeah. No, they haven't. Only Andrea is the one.
Yeah, Matrix and Jacob haven't pitted yet. I mean, Jacob, massive props to him. 16 laps on those mediums.
and 10-second gap. That's a lot.
I don't know how he's managed it, but he must know something we don't.
The gap, is it building or not? It's going down? I believe it's going down, but not too fast. 10-second gap. How can you do that? He should be very fast, probably.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times since I saw a 10-second gap in X1. For the lead.
It definitely has been a while.
So tell us, Kenzie, about your preparation for tonight's race on X2. Have you done something like any practice or stuff?
Well, it just so happened that one of the leagues that I'm part of actually had a race in Bahrain earlier in the week.
Oh, so you have some racing experience.
Yes. So I've got that to my advantage.
Yeah.
But here we go. Liam and Matrix in the pits now. Now there's 12 laps to go, including the one they're on. So that means, are they going to go for softs? No, they're going to go for mediums. Liam goes for the mediums, as does Matrix, but Liam stays ahead. And what this has done incredibly is it's given Jacob a free pit stop. I mean, look at that. Half a minute. He's got a free pit stop.
Yep, he can now pit and secure the race, probably.
Yeah. So I've just been informed as well that because of the broadcasting glitch that we have in the game, it has caused havoc with the fastest lap. So that does mean there's going to be no fastest lap points on offer for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I heard about it. That's bad, but well.
Not much we could do about it. And interestingly, Jacob electing to stay out. I don't know how he's doing this, but whatever he's doing, he's trying a medium soft here. He's going to be trying a medium soft here.
That's something.
Yeah, and like I said, he's got a good buffer at the moment. There's yellow flags, and that's Waldo again.
Who was that got pole position?
Jacob.
Jacob. Oh, so the prediction is aiming for the yes.
Indeed, it is. Matrix, there we go. Matrix ahead of Liam into 5th place. A four-way battle now for 3rd place between Ginge, Starfish, Matrix, and Liam. If you're just joining us and you're wondering what's happened, we've had a couple of retirements. John and Sasha crashing out at the towards the end of lap 1. Jacob's been leading basically from the start, but for everything else, if you've missed any of the key moments and you're a Sky Q or Sky Glass customer, oh wait, hang on, we're not on Sky Sports. I had to get it out eventually.
Bro, you need to participate in the DHL contest of the commentators. You need to do that.
Yes, I definitely need to get
You keep forgetting about it. I'm sure you will win there.
Yeah, also, I mean, that would honestly be such a cool experience if I managed to get that. But yeah, that's like, I think Jacob's on the borderline. He's right on the borderline. 27 seconds ahead of Andrea. That gap is closing.
Yeah, he needs to pit right now. There's no other moment. If he doesn't pit right now, he's going to be losing the position on track, and he will be on the soft tire, and he will have to overtake Andrea.
Indeed.
It's doable.
Yeah, so what we've got to take into account as well, and there he goes, Jacob in the pits now. There he goes, he manages to avoid the penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And it is softs he's going for. Andrea just coming around the last couple of corners now. Is he going to get ahead? Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be very close. But Jacob makes it through, and he makes it with ease.
Yeah, he had a very good gap there, to be honest. And now in the soft tire, he's going to be flying, man. Yeah, this is Jacob's race. Well, we can... Oh! we cannot say that because it was Leclerc's race in France,
and then that happened.
Exactly.
Starfish meanwhile getting himself ahead of Ginge into third place, but Ginge, oh, they're still side by side, and oh, Trampolos! What on earth? Oh, he's retired in the pits. Did he have any significant damage? That's the question. Did he have any significant damage? If not, that'll be classed as a rage quit, and it'll be a qualifying ban for the next race. Four-way scrap still taking place from third down to sixth for third place at the moment. And what that's doing is allowing Jacob and Andrea to extend their advantage over this battle. Oh, here we go. So, oh, Starfish! Penalty for extending track limits! Oh, my word.
Oh, that's going to be painful. Now, was he forced? Was he forced?
That's... Yeah, that's a question. Oh! How he's still in the race is beyond me.
Is this something appealable? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
was he forced to do that?
That's the question. Was he forced to go off track to avoid an incident? Which could potentially mean that track limits penalty could be removed as a result.
Yep. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Everything can happen now.
Indeed. Gap between Jacob and Andrea, meanwhile, set 2.2 seconds at the moment.
Oh, Starfish!
Oh dear, that is a real shame.
He spun right there.
That
I'm not sure if he was.
Real shame.
If he was an incident or what. And remember, guys, we have posted in the Discord. We have posted the penalty guidelines for the stewards and this season. This, remember, it's very important. This can be changed depending on the circumstances. It's not mandatory. It's a guideline. Okay.
Yes.
It's not exactly mandatory, so don't expect to be really squared, you know? It all depends on the situation, and every incident is different. Remember that.
Absolutely.
Don't make it hard for the stewards. Keep it clean. You know what I mean?
Yep. So everything has more or less started to die down as we're in the closing stages now. Closest battle on track is the Alpines of Liam and Ginge for 3rd place.
To be honest, with the soft tires, I would thought Jacob would have a much better gap by now.
Yeah, but again, taking into account how aggressive the tyre wear is.
Yeah.
So we're going to have 4 laps to go in just a moment. Jacob has been leading from start to finish.
Grand slam for him. Very much.
Yeah, definitely sounds like it is going to be a grand slam unless he has something horrific unless he has something horrific happen to him. Commentator's curse not pending, of course.
Oh, I remember that commentator's curse. Has been hitting some time.
Indeed. Just a handful of laps to go now.
Just some 3 more laps, counting this.
Yes, well, 3 laps including the lap they're on.
Jacob, Andrew, and Liam. This is a very good podium, to be honest.
Absolutely. A Red Bull, a Williams, and an Alpine. Mon in the pit, and oh, yellow flag, sector 2, and that's another retirement in the pits. Trapal was retired in the pits earlier. Mon has done the same. Now I don't know why that has happened.
Interesting, because there were only 2 laps to go.
Yeah, so I think unless there's a valid reason, unless there's a legitimate reason for retiring in the pits, then that's just going to be a straight qualifying ban for the next race, which will be in Jeddah next week.
Yeah. Jeddah, an interesting track.
Not one of my personal favorites.
I've never really been
a fan of the track, but that's just me. And I'm not even gonna dare go into the whole political reasons as to why I think racing in Jeddah is a major issue, especially with what happened.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with what happened there early during the practice there. So we'll just leave it at that. But like I said, I've just never been a fan of the track. Well, that's interesting. Starfish elected to go on for a set of softs. Well, he's got nothing to lose. He's going to be keeping that 8th place even with penalty countback. We're on to the last lap of the race. And oh, Starfish goes wide again. This is very unusual from the defending champion. So we're going to focus now on. So we're going to focus now on Jacob. He's coming up to Waldo, only driver to be lapped all race.
Oh.
It's amazing that it's taken until the last lap of the race for somebody to be lapped.
Yeah.
Starfish still battling with Scale of Sugar for that 7th place, even though it's not going to matter much for Starfish because he needs to build that gap to 3 seconds to try and keep that position. But nevertheless, Jacob, he's been in a league of his own today. Just a couple of corners to go. He may have that number 13 on his car, but his race today has been anything but unlucky. It's been a very lucky day. Pole, win, and led from lights to flag. He wins the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's a grand slam as Andrea puts it into the wall. Liam, meanwhile, take a bow. Liam 3rd, Ginge 4th. Phenomenal starts for the Alpine outfit. That's going to put them top of the Constructors' Championship. Matrix coming across in 5th place. Wise in the Aston Martin 6th. Starfish trying to get that 3-second gap. I don't think he's going to get it. He's left it too little too late. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. I don't think he's going to get it. And there we go.
No, I don't think it's going to.
Yeah, Scaler gets it. Scaler gets 7th, Starfish 8th. CDT and Hurricane. And that is it. That's your lot.
Yep. That is it.
And, I mean, Andrea, driver of the day. Hard to argue with that. But I personally would have to give it to that man there, the race winner, Jacob. I have to give it to him.
Yeah, definitely.
Flawless.
With the Grand Slam.
Flawless all day. Flawless all day. Pole, win, and led from lights to flag.
Excellent strategy. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Like no bad stuff at all.
So yeah, he has shown that mediums to softs are possible around this track. It just requires a lot of tyre management.
Exactly. That's the champagne there.
Also, well, it's not actually. It's not champagne in Bahrain. It's actually rose water.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Bahrain, like the Middle East, they don't allow alcohol at all.
That's true.
So there you go, let's just recap the results there. Jacob, a phenomenal performance from him. And he takes the win from Paul. Led from lights to flag as well. Andrea in second, Liam third. That's your podium. Ginge, Matrix, Wise, Scalar Sugar, Starfish. Starfish, a real shame for the defending champion. Started third and ended up finishing 8th. CBT Mask in 9th and Hurricane rounding up the points. Waldo ended up 11th, and then Mon and Chat retired in the pits. Young, Jabez John and Sasha also retired from the race as well.
I wanted to tell you guys something. This season we're not going to be doing the anthems, the national anthem for the winner, because all our season 6 videos were flagged as copyright because of that.
Yeah. That's a shame.
I don't know how a national anthem can be copyrighted, but you know. So well, we're going to be stopping doing that. So congratulations on the win, Jacob.
So anyway, so there we go. That is that, folks. But the action doesn't stop here, folks, because in just under an hour's time, I'm going to be making my X2 return round this track, and you'll have the pleasure of Zola doing the commentary for that one. I'll just double check the rest of the line. So yeah, it's just going to be Zola that's going to be in the commentary box by himself tonight, so we'll definitely be looking forward to hearing him on comms. Hope he did well. So we're hoping he did well in his X3 race earlier.
Hopefully.
But until Caesar, thanks very much for joining me this evening. Great start to the season, and here's hoping that we get a fantastic season ahead of us.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much again, Kenzie. And let's get it rolling.
Yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. As I say, tune in just under an hour's time for the X2 as we close out the opening weekend of the first race of the season. We'll be back same time, same place next week as we head to Jeddah for Saudi Arabia. But until then, it's good night from us, and thanks for watching.
Good night. Thank you very much.